So did you catch the latest bullshit from Mike Johnson? In order to deflect away questions about Jeffrey Epstein and defend Donald Trump in his effort to stop those files from being released at any cost, Mike Johnson decided to declare completely out of nowhere with no evidence whatsoever that Donald Trump was an FBI informant against Jeffrey Epstein.
Heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down.
Now this started circulating as a claim from MAGA back when they found out that Trump was actually in those files, when we found out that his AG, Pam Bondi, told him in May that he was in those files. So the MAGA had to try to find a way to square that circle and be like, how can we say that he's in those files but it's a good thing? So they made up this stupid conspiracy theory that he is an FBI informant. Let's just break this down as to how that makes absolutely no fucking sense in the world of reality. Donald Trump is jonesing for a Nobel Prize because he's so jealous of Obama. Do you think that if he was helping to bring down the world's most notorious pedophile and his ring of criminals, and he was an FBI informant against him, do you think he wouldn't be screaming that from the rooftops and advocating for those files to be released publicly so everybody could see what a great man he is? He would be boasting about his attempts to bring Jeffrey Epstein to justice. Yet he just calls it a distraction and a hoax. The only thing he ever calls a hoax are things that show that he committed a crime. So to try to get ahead of the narrative, the Republicans, ahead of when Epstein's victims were talking on Capitol Hill, decided to release a whole bunch of files that were already public, which gave absolutely no new information or anything about Epstein's clients. And now Mike Johnson is jumping onto that conspiracy bandwagon that Donald Trump is an FBI informant, which there is absolutely no evidence for whatsoever. And if he was, his narcissism would be declaring it from the rooftops that he was an FBI informant against Jeffrey Epstein. And it would be very easy to clear his name of any wrongdoing. But instead, Trump keeps deflecting away from Epstein, keeps calling it a hoax, and keeps threatening members of Congress if they sign that discharge petition to vote to release the files. That doesn't scream innocent man or proud FBI informant against evil. It loudly shouts co-conspirator. And if Donald Trump was trying to rat out Jeffrey Epstein, why would he have been great friends with him for several decades? Because remember, even in 2019, Jeffrey Epstein said Donald Trump was his closest friend for over 10 years. But also, if you'll remember, in 2002, Donald Trump said that Jeffrey Epstein had been his best friend for 15 years, and he was a great guy to be around. But he also said that much like Trump himself, Jeffrey Epstein likes beautiful women, and he likes them young. Gross.